My name is Ruby, and I am Mexican. I know my culture is beautiful, filled with colors, but living here in America, we don't celebrate the way my family does in Mexico. I have always been open to new things, but I didn't know I would end up living this experience. I started talking to a man who lived in India in 2014. I began to learn about him and his culture over time. Then after about a year and 11 months, I decided it was time for me to go meet him in person. I knew it would be an eye-opening adventure. I arrived in the early morning, so it was dark out. But when the sun rose, I could see the buildings and my surroundings. I was amazed. There was so much color, so many people, so much to see, so many buildings, so different from where I came from. No matter where I looked, there was a pop of color everywhere. While traveling around India, I noticed a lot of art under the bridges of the highways. One place I will never forget was Rock Garden in Chandigarh. It had many beautiful walls made of rocks of all kinds. It was like a rock wonderland. There were even little sculptures made out of rocks. It was also full of trees and beautiful greenery. Another great experience was visiting the temples. I visited Hindu temples and Sikh temples. Here is the Golden Temple in Amritsar. All the temples were beautiful and looked like pieces of art. The man I went to visit was my boyfriend at the time, and he asked me to marry him in this temple. I couldn't record inside or take pictures, but the outside was just as beautiful as the inside. Then I had the chance to visit one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal, and oh, it was a moment to remember. Not only did I get to see it from afar, but I had the chance to go inside and explore what they had inside. I learned how it was man-made and how every marble piece was put in. Design was definition of beauty. There wasn't only amazing, beautiful colors on buildings and streets. They also used beautiful colors in their foods. This was my beautiful mint cake. And these were beautiful, delicious sweets eaten in time of celebration. I went back to California with the beautiful memories of all the wonderful art pieces I had seen, but only a year later, I was on my way back to India. I got to see more street art this time that I had not seen the year before. I was at peace here. No worries, and beautiful views all around me. I was amazed at how beautifully painted these flowers were, and happy that I would get to see them every day. I had returned to India to get married, and I thought what I experienced the first time was amazing, but getting married traditionally topped all the other experiences. The mehndi or henna they used on their hands was extremely beautiful and different from anything I had seen. The entire culture is like a piece of art. The women wore colors of all sorts and dresses with so many patterns and designs. It was as if they were wearing pieces of art every day. There was also music and dancing that made India such a life-changing location. It was 4 or 5 days of constant celebrations, and each celebration meant a new traditional Punjabi suit or dress, colors, patterns, and jewels everywhere I looked. What I was missing in California was finally all around me again. In the end, visiting India changed the way I thought of art, the way I saw art, and the way I lived my life. I longed for the color, the music, the dancing, the beauty, and all that was around me. People lived so simple, so calm, and lived one day at a time. California is beautiful, but India is a work of art.